Guys, so in today's video I'm just going to be talking quickly about winter fishing on Long Island and like what options you have for trying to get some fish over the winter, because some people stop fishing after Thanksgiving, and if you don't want to, you don't have to. You just need the right gear, you need to stay warm, and you just have to know what to target and what fish species are around so you can optimize your chances of catching fish. Alright, so the first option is pickerel fishing. So pickerel are active all winter long, and it's because of like pike and muskie. They're all the same species. They don't stop hunting in the cold, so they'll still hit moving baits, and they're a really fun option of fish to try to catch in the winter on Long Island because they're in most lakes and ponds. So just look on the DEC website to figure out what ponds near you have pickerel. You would also look on an app called FishBrain, which a lot of people post their catches on Long Island, and you just like zoom in on each lake and check out what's been caught there. So some ways to catch pickerel. My favorite way is to use the Keitech swim baits. I like the Easy Shiner in a bluegill flash color on a 1/8 ounce jig head. That's what my go-to for winter fishing for pickerel. You kind of do just a medium retrieve, not too fast, give it a twitch every once in a while, and I always tend to get bit on them. Sometimes they do snap you off, and sometimes you do miss a hook set because they bite kind of subtle because it's still cold, their metabolism slowed down, but you just got to figure out the bite and figure out what's working. And there's other things you get them on, like jerk baits and crank baits and stuff like that, but my favorite's the swim baits. The next option you have is carp. Carp, they do tend to slow down in the winter, but you can still catch them. So just figure out, you could even sight fish them. I have a video that I've posted before about sight fishing carp in winter. You just locate them, they will still eat. You could, like, some areas it's illegal to chum, but you could just chum some corn and get them feeding, and then toss your corn in on a hook and wait for them to eat it and then set the hook. But there's also, you could just bait and wait, put out some bait of your choice, bread or corn of course, and just wait for a bite. And yeah, another option that many people don't really know about is herring fishing. So herring, I think blueback herring and Atlantic herring come through the area over the winter. You can catch them on sabiki rigs. I've never caught one. I'm thinking about going out sometime this week to try to catch one. You could get them on sabiki rigs and just go out to your local pier and hope for the best. So I don't really know much about fishing for them. I don't know how you want to jig it or anything, and I don't know like how far out they'll be or anything like that, but I know that they're around, so you just gotta find a pattern and figure out what's going on with them. And lastly, something that always works is just cast out some night crawlers under a bobber, and you can get some panfish. Pickerel will even eat night crawlers if it's a bigger piece. Largemouth bass, bullhead catfish. If you're in an area that has channel cats, they will also eat the night crawlers. You can really get a really wide variety of fish on night crawlers in the winter. So the winter on Long Island, if you don't want to stop fishing, you really don't have to. There's many options for you to catch fish. And one thing, I don't know how I forgot about these. Trout, of course, stock trout lakes. There's a ton of them on Long Island. Just go to any trout stock lake with inline spinners, and if you work for a long time, you're bound to get a bite. It's really a grind. You just gotta cover a ton of water with inline spinners or spoons, and you're bound to get a bite. Just look on the DEC website, also see what lakes are stocked with trout, and go to the ones that are stocked and just fish for a while. You're going to want to have waders so you can cover as much water as possible, and just grind it out. Alright, so back to what I was saying. If you don't want to stop fishing in the winter, you really don't have to. There's tons of options on Long Island, and you just got to really figure out the bites and figure out what the fish want. So if you're wanting to fish but you don't think anything's gonna bite, still give it a go, because you never know what happens. I've been having a really good winter. I've caught a ton of different fish. I caught carp, I've caught pickerel, I've caught a ton of trout on the fly, and also stock trout in lakes. I've caught brook trout. Yeah, only really brook trout for me this winter. I haven't caught any browns. Might try to get on a brown this week maybe before I go back to Rhode Island. And there are also rainbows around, so just give it a go. Thank you guys for watching, and please like and subscribe. Comment down below what you thought of this video. And the everyday videos are going to continue until I go back to school. So thank you guys for watching.